Well, as I said in the last video, we are on our way home to Middle Tennessee from Las Vegas, New Mexico. We have much to see along the way. We go to Billy the Kid's tombstone in Fort Sumner, New Mexico, eat at the Big Texan Steakhouse in Amarillo, and then visit the Cross in Groom, Texas. Lots to see on America's highways.
Cars there.
And the freight trains out west are so long, sometimes more than 3 miles long. Oh my gosh. Yeah. This is US 60. I think it's a US road. It's just miles and miles and miles of this flat, unbelievably barren land out here. Quite different than what we've seen before. Well, here this says,
yeah, I read that.
Billy the Kid's tombstone was stolen in 1951. Its location was a mystery for 26 years until 1976, when it was recovered in Granbury, Texas by Joe Bolin. The tombstone was stolen again on February 8, 1981, and recovered 4 days later in Huntington Beach, California. The chamber officials, along with Jarvis P. Garrett, officially reset this tombstone in iron shackles at Billy's feet on May 30, 1981. All right, go ahead. This is the post cemetery. There's some other.
1880 by William Bonney.
Joe Texas. Red Grant. A big long story about that. Well, here it is. It's kind of sunny in the afternoon. See what we can see in here. Everybody's been throwing in their money in it. Here this says Billy the Kid, born, well, I can't really read. Looks like it's an old tombstone though, because you can't really read the engravings anymore. And this is a longer story, but Garrett is the one who killed him when he was 21 years old, killing him instantly. He was only 21, and he made that legacy. Wow. Well, we are in Clovis, Nevada. Found a real good spot here. It's called Travelers World RV. They have locations all over the place. It was really nice. We just drove right in off the highway right before dark. Worked out perfect. Real nice place here. They have propane, which we are getting filled up on that. Robert is the guy's name here. He is very helpful. It was just a real good stay. Had a pull through for us, and we were sure happy to find this place. bunch of times. So we decided to go in here and try out their steak because they do have RV parking in the back, although the parking lot is bad. Well, we are here at the Big Texan Steakhouse in Amarillo, and see those numbers up there? That means one person is trying to eat the 72-ounce steak, and he's got 32 minutes left. You have 1 hour to eat it, and if you don't, you pay $72. This is a pretty awesome place in here. There's seating upstairs. It's huge. It's huge in here. And they've got gift shop and just all kind of fantastic menu. And here is a picture of my steak. It's definitely not a 72 ounce. But we got the ribeye. It's like a great meal. So when you walk in the Big Texas restaurant, it's full. I mean, it's awesome with just everything in there. There's some souvenirs there. They have all kinds of, oh, this is ice cream. But I tell you, after eating a big steak, you can eat ice cream, and I can almost always eat ice cream. It was a very good meal we had in there. This is very neat, and here's a big bar. This place has been here since 1960, and I can see why. It is very authentic, very good, very different, and very real. If you are on I-40 in the Texas Panhandle at Groom, Texas, you will see a huge cross looming up toward the sky. It is a 190-foot cross erected to remind us of the crucifixion of our Lord Jesus Christ. Get off on exit 112. It is a must stop. Well, here is this 190-foot cross. It is just awesome. Okay, this is the first station where they show Jesus receiving his sentence from Pilate. And here Jesus is carrying his cross. Jesus falls the first time. Jesus comforts the woman. Jesus falls the second time. A close-up, it's just very moving, tells the whole story. Jesus meets his mother Mary, and it was kind of eerie. The Texas Panhandle wind was so strong the cross seemed to waver, and you could hear the cross creak. And this one is very hard to look at, Jesus being nailed to the cross. These are things we don't want to look at, but we really need to see. The torture is over. Jesus is taken down from the cross. But we know that it all ends in victory. The Last Supper. Well, here's our bus. We are in Arkansas at a truck stop. Here's what it looks like to see truckers come in at night. And these rest areas, they fill up real fast and there's one right here in front of us. But we went over here to the side where nobody is. But you know, you stop and think, where do these truckers go to? They have to shut down after so many hours, and a lot of times they cannot find a place. That's the way it is with us. Anyway, it's a beautiful night here. It's just balmy and breezy. I think it's going to get cold, but tonight in Arkansas, whoo, it is so nice. Well, it was traffic in Memphis, and now rain is escorting us on into Nashville. Our last night in this motorhome, it poured rain, and it was so cozy. Well, once again, we've had a wonderful trip, and I thank the Lord for that and for our safety. But this wraps it up for our 2024 trip to New Mexico. But we find ourselves back in Oklahoma and New Mexico in 2025, but exploring different places, of course. Well, I hope you will join us in those travels and adventures on the road.